So, if you've had children, especially toddlers or young children, and they don't get what they want, or basically spoiled teenagers, they can pitch a fit when they don't get what they want. Um, they throw things or they just do shit. Okay. We are led by literally a 4-year-old in the White House. Donald Trump has been a spoiled child. Has always been a spoiled child. He makes Veruca Salt look like a normal child. So yesterday he's been just crying and whining, and he finally got the generals to agree to it because Mark Milley said the first time you're out of your goddamn mind, he got his parade. What he didn't count on was that Americans, and I'm not talking about the far left, you all can stick it. You don't get the far left. People are just watching that and going, why are we having a parade? We don't do that in the United States. We don't. We've never done it. All right? We don't do a military parade like that, like you see in Russia. Bastille Day in France is different. That's the way they celebrate their independence. See, the difference about us in American independence and our relationship with the military is that if you notice on July 4th, there was no military parades celebrating the independence of America from England. It's a people thing. We have picnics, we have celebrations, we have music, we have barbecues in the backyards in the end at night, we have fireworks. There's no military. Why? Excuse me, that was rude. Sorry about that. And the reason we don't have that is because it was the people and the citizens of the United States that broke from England. It wasn't a military. You weren't liberated. We didn't have any kind of, like Haitian independence. No. It came up from a grassroots up. And you had the founding fathers who were very brilliant men who worked it because they knew independence was better than bondage to England. And then they built the Constitution to keep it going. We've been doing this for 250 years. We do not have military parades. We don't. Because the military is an extension of the people and the Constitution, not a tool of the president. That's what kings and dictators do. So, when Trump had his parade, people turned around and said, huh? This is in relationship to what's going on in Los Angeles with the ICE raids and the protests. He called in the military. First the National Guard, then the Marines. And everyone's going, whoa, wait. And then they're seeing, I thought you were going after criminals. Why are you raiding a Home Depot? Why are you going to restaurants pulling out people? Why are you going around Los Angeles grabbing people who run taco stands? Why are you stopping American citizens and then taking them away to detention centers? Like a friend of mine who was getting gas, and she was black. And they took her because they needed a quota. And then she ended up in hell. And that's why everyone and 2% of this country said no. They were peaceful. That's a warning. As one vet said in the video, you're going to protest peacefully until you can't. So, Trump now has decided he's payback time. First to the military, he's picking a fight with Iran. He said we may send American forces to fight Iran. Oh, great. So much for the peace fucking president. And also, in a long truth that he put out, or a statement, written probably by Stephen Miller, the majority of it, they're going to up their ICE raids in Los Angeles, Chicago, New York. Blue cities, what they say, is the core of all the villainous illegals who take money from us. Read that thing. It's fucking disgusting. It's a replacement theory. It's Stephen Miller's greasy, grubby hands all over it. So next week is going to be horrendous. In Los Angeles, they're going to step it up. People are already fighting there. I saw what happened in Chicago. What happens when you start going into areas outside of the loop, brothers? And in New York, you really want to go into the Bronx? Spanish Harlem? You really want to do this? Okay, that's fine. See, this is what a weak man does. He wants to punish, but it's not going to work. First of all, the other governors are ready. They're not going to let him take the National Guard from them. I really don't want to. I'm looking forward for him tangling with J.B. Pritzker. And Kathy Hochul didn't look like she was ready. She was pissed. She's ready to go at it, too. So, like I said before in my earlier video this morning, this is going to get worse before it gets better. We won a battle. Basically, we bloodied his nose. Now he's going to come out fighting with all his little minions. But I will tell you this again. People are pissed and people are going to fight. And it's going to get ugly. But you know who's going to win? We are. We are on the right side of history also. These type of tactics never work long. Fear is not the way to rule. It always ends badly. And it's going to end badly for the Trump regime and Republicans. And we're going to speak about their bullshit in just a moment. But for everyone, don't panic. Stay vigilant. Understand there's going to be some pain, but we are going to win this in the end.